Years ago, I went to film somewhere in the east. It was in Anambra State. I can't remember the exact place, yeah? But it was a village in Anambra. So we got there, and in no time, the community knew that, film people were here, film people are here. So everybody was excited. This little girl came with oranges, fruits. She bought a lot of things for us, and she went straight to the director. She gave the director the director of our job. She gave him the basket of fruit that she brought, and she said, I really want to art film. I want to art film. The director was like, okay, come back later. Let's talk. For now, we're working. So she drops the fruit and she leaves. The moment she leaves, the director just pinched me. I told him, he said, this small girl is really having sex. I said, how do you know? He said, they have come here to shoot before, and they saw her with one man. I don't even know what the story, the story didn't even indicate that the girl was having sex. It was just an idea. But I'm telling this story to tell you how much as a female you need to be on point in this Africa. Everything is your fault, because I couldn't deal. After some minutes, I told the director, I said, listen, you shouldn't blame a 14-year-old girl or a 13-year-old. The girl should be that 13 or 14 for having sex. You should blame the adults who are around her, because they are the ones that totally initiated her into that. You say, but she's a girl now. She's a girl. She's supposed to say no. She's supposed to know how to protect herself. So when you come across videos like this, where people like me, who they have now named bitter women, are saying things, it's because we know that this country, Africa as a whole, does not have plan to protect the female folks. Even from childhood, a lot of things is blamed on you. Like, this is you. Why are you supposed to do this? Meanwhile, you're just a child who has not even grown properly. So the responsibility on the girl child mentally, it's a lot. It's a lot. This is one part of the story. The second part is, have you asked yourself why they always cut our stories short? Like, as a woman, all you need to do is go to school, graduate, get married, and that's it. That's it. Almost every girl who goes out of her way to build a brand, to be ambitious, to be successful, those ones are considered leftovers. Like, why are you not hustling marriage? Marriage is all you should be hustling now. Now, I don't have a problem with marriage, but I'm just saying, the way the society paints it is as if you don't do it now, you're gonna die, because this is the only option that is available for a woman. And this has made women lose their minds. Like, I came across a 28-year-old girl recently, and she was talking. I thought she was like 53. She said her life is over. Her life is over. That she can't believe at 28 she has not snatched a man. She has not done. And this is somebody who is trying to build a brand. This is somebody who is very ambitious. But in the midst of your being ambitious, there are people in this country, in this Africa, that even in your family, they are always there to remind you, all this is you're doing, after doing it, if you don't marry. And the person saying that thing is not happy in her own marriage. The man saying that thing probably beats his wife. So what I see that they do to you young girls is what I'm addressing today. You are just 25. You are just 27. You are just 28. You are now already living your life like everything has gone wrong just because you have not been able to snatch a man. I'm telling you, there is a deliberate energy to distract your strength, to distract what you focus on. Because if you don't focus fully on here, this is where the focus should be. On you. You are the prize. I don't know how many times I will say this, but I'll keep saying it because, it comes to my mind to say it, and I'm going to say it. I don't care how I'm perceived. If someone calls me bitter, no problem. I've accepted it. I'm a bitter leaf. Yes, I'm a bitter woman. Listen to a bitter woman. Take your time every 5 to 10 minutes in a day to listen to a bitter woman. You will learn a lot. Okay? But I'm going to keep saying what I'm saying. You're just how many years old, and now you're walking, you can't even keep your head high. Your head is on the floor. You think everything is over. Let me tell you something about this life. You still have a lot of living to do. You still have a lot of living to do. And I'm telling you, wherever you are putting your energy, is it what you went through as a child? Is it what people have been saying to you? This video is actually for ambitious women. Ambitious girls, people who want to achieve something with their lives. I'm telling you, the number one thing you should learn is how to focus fully on this place. You are the main goal. Society has given you storylines on how people who did not get married, they now lived a sad life. So after they are now sad, when they now died, they now went to bury them in the evil forest. It's a lie. It's not true. I'm a single woman and I'm telling you, it's not true. There's so much living to do. If at the end of the day, maybe you don't marry at the age you think you should marry, there's time, there's life, there's money to be made. There are things you should be doing for yourself at this point. Stop focusing on the things that maybe when you go back to the village or when you go back home, the things you hear from for people. Stop listening to such people, especially if you're ambitious. Call back your energy. I used to tell people, bring back your energy. They make us waste energy on the wrong things so much. It's as if if you don't years ago, somebody met an old actress somewhere, and she came back. This was when we were still hustling. Like, we used to stay in location bus, and she came to tell me, let me tell you, I know we're ambitious and everything, but we have to marry you. I met this actress, and she told me that no matter what, this old actress, and she told me that no matter what we do, we should better try and marry, because I don't know, 2 years later, I already moved to Lagos then. That my friend was in Lagos too. She called me. She said, do you remember that auntie I met somewhere in Abuja that told me that if we're not married, all these things we're doing is a waste of time? I say, yes. She said she has left her marriage. I'm sorry for laughing, but I'm just telling you. There is no particular formula to this life, right? Nobody called you when they created you. You don't know when you're going to marry. But there's one thing I want to tell you. If you don't use your time to focus on here, your mind and yourself, and develop here, your mind and yourself, you're going to lose out. I don't care who you're going to marry. In fact, if you don't develop here, you're going to end up marrying the wrong person. Stop listening to the wrong people. Stop listening to people who were born in the 60s. Then women didn't have anything to do back in the days. Women, the only way they could survive was through men. So I understand them for stressing all that. But I come across young girls these days, and the way you are living your life as if your life is over. You are barely 28. You are barely 27. And now you can't even keep your head up high. You can't even be happy. You can't even focus on yourself. You're just, hey, I have to marry. If I don't marry, I don't marry. But then marry. Marriage is good. But you shouldn't enter marriage by desperation. If you enter with desperation, you're going to come out. Another point I need to make is, I have done a little research on women who abuse their children. They are mostly unhappy women. They are mostly women who are not fulfilled. They are mostly women who cannot talk to their husbands, who cannot address their husband's infidelity, their husband's misbehavior. So they carry it out on the children and the housemaid. Yes. And what is it I say about women's happiness? It comes first. I don't care what anybody has to say. It comes first, because that child is going to come through you. At the end of the day, no matter what, you can't leave your children. You're going to raise your children by yourself. So, Badanya, when somebody is trying to confuse you when you're just 25, you're just 28, even if you're in your 30s, guinea me. So, what now happened? A friend of mine told me that her mother told her, and now that you have turned 30, we cannot do your marriage outside again. Your marriage will be inside the house with only a few people, because you are, you can't announce your marriage again. So when Rita Dominic got married, now all the girl pictures, I kept sending her pictures. I said, send to your mother. Go for wedding of somebody who is in her 40s. And let me go and see her go and stop Rita Dominic from getting married because she's in her 40s. Women, concentrate on yourself. It's a distraction. All these stories they are telling about, if you don't marry, it's a distraction. And I've seen people who have used their entire life to chase man. They are never happy. I'm just saying. Call me bitter. Yes, I accept. Thank you.